Hello. Welcome to LadyGang. I am Becca here with Jack and Kelty.
Hello.
There's always something in your throat that you're getting out.
I think when you guys clap at the same time, it actually makes it harder.
I was actually just thinking about that.
Yeah.
That's okay.
Oh, really?
Jared will figure it out.
Yeah, because you're trying to sync.
One,
so you're watching.
one sound.
Yeah, one sound.
But we had two sounds right next to each other.
Close. Very
okay.
close.
Well, I'm so glad we're here because I want to discuss with you how great my hair looks.
I was like, are you out of breath?
Yeah. No, and when you guys got here today, you're like, wow, your hair looks amazing. And I want to just, this is not an ad, but I just want to tell you that I got these at Marshall's.
Okay.
What are they
And they were $5. This is like, it's not even hair rods. It's not even a real thing. But I swear to God, these.
It literally looks like a miniature pool noodle.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
a mini. So what I do is I do 4 sections
Okay.
at night when I sleep. So like to keep a blowout, and I just wrap it around like this, and then you
She's wrapping her hair around
just wrap
the little
it,
pool noodle.
and then you just
and
you
then
fold the noodle in half, and then cross the feet of the noodle.
Dude, my hair would get
Look
so
insane.
fucked up doing
No.
this.
Me too.
No,
oh my God.
I'll do it tonight. I'll show you what I look
Yeah,
like.
I'll do it
I'll
too.
do it to you before you leave.
No, I'm going to be leaving like in the middle of the day.
Okay. Well, yours is not right, and neither's yours,
Oh,
but
sorry.
it really works, and it's a really good way to keep your blow dry.
Oh,
Like I'm on
wow.
a day 5, and
I mean,
you
your
know
hair
what it
does
does?
look
It
amazing.
takes your hair away from your face, and so you can put all the sexy mature oils that you need. Because that's always been my problem.
Yeah.
Is that
Yeah.
when I sleep, all the sexy mature oils go into my
Face?
my noodle.
Wow.
They go into my hairline, and then you've got greasy hair.
See, I understand that these are great for you.
Yeah.
But I will say,
You're not going to sleep beside Zach in this.
well, no, I don't care about that.
Oh, okay.
You like a heatless styling thing because you're having to style your hair so often.
Right.
Yeah.
So you're trying to save it from the heat, protect it from the heat.
Yes.
If I'm only doing my hair like once a month, which is what I'm averaging at this point,
But what do you do during the rest of the day? Just a pony?
my hair's up for most of the day.
Oh.
I don't like
like
to
air
just
dry.
Yeah, and I air dry. I haven't pulled my hair dryer out in a long time.
See, because you're blessed Becca, and blessed Becca can air dry.
Never.
Because she's a special
It doesn't
special
look
DNA.
good.
No, when I air dry my hair, the front is pin straight and the back is poodle noodle, and it's just frizzy and terrible. And so I only have to wear it up, but my hairline on my corners starts mid-earth. It starts at Antarctica. And so when I pull my hair up, when I turn to the side, you might think that I have no hair. Anyway,
Wow.
I'm just letting you know, don't pool noodles.
Don't sleep on the pool noodles
Nope.
from Marshall's.
Nope. Are you guys ready?
Yeah.
Becca's like looking at me like, I can't with you.
I'm
It's
just listening.
She's fascinating.
I'm actually, I had like 8 thoughts go through my mind. When
Okay.
I'm looking at you like that, it's
Yeah.
because I'm thinking of like, my train of thought has gone so far out this.
It's left the station.
It's left the station. It's gone.
Yeah.
I was thinking about how bad every Housewives' hair is their first season.
Yes.
And then how their trajectory of their hair
Is better.
is so much better, and how like stressful that would be to have to join a show like halfway through the series
Yeah, and have-
of Housewives
and have
And
bad
start
hair.
from the beginning.
Just start from the beginning. And I'm wondering, is there a service that we should start? This is so crazy and weird. Should we start a business where women know they're about to go on the Housewives franchise and
Yes.
we make them hot?
No, because what happened? No, I mean, yes, in theory, but that's what happened with Noella on Housewives
Yeah.
of Orange County. She knew too much.
So
was
she
too
came
prepared.
in.
No,
guns
you're
blazing.
right.
Prepared.
You're right.
She was too polished.
You're right.
She knew exactly how to be a housewife. Her confessional looks were iconic. And you're just like, no, girl, it's your first season. You cannot be at Luann level
Right.
on season 1.
We
You have
want
to
to
grow
see
into her.
the duck become the swan.
Right. And it's like Gina on Real Housewives of OC, like, was not it. Like we could
And
have,
she's crushing
we could have
now.
run a race for who had the worst hair extensions. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? And now this season, very chic.
She looks great this season. Okay, sorry for that tangent.
All right.
Okay. Well, it's allegedly What's Happening, our favorite episodes of LadyGang. And so I want to know your thoughts on some things. Are you ready to go?
Ready to go.
Ready to rumble.
Number 1, Britney and Sam are divorcing.
Who's surprised?
Well, did they announce it, or is this from a source?
He announced it.
Oh,
Yeah,
did?
it
Like
was
on
source,
social media?
Yeah, it was source, and then he put out a statement on social media. And his statement was like, "I love her forever, and after 6 years of marriage, we're gonna do that." And like shit happens. And then her statement was, "I can't wait to buy a horse."
Amazing.
Her horse
Amazing.
caption was something for.
She was like, "I don't give a about anything that's happening. I'm gonna buy a horse."
I need her to be alone. Not alone, but like he had his weird shit going on with her too. Like
It's not going to be the best of intentions. Like there was no way he could have had the best of intentions.
I interviewed him, and listen,
Keltie, you had
he
one
did what
interaction
and also
with him.
I know.
he probably did to you what he's able to do with everyone, including her, which is win them
sure.
over.
Sure, but
Well, it's like he's like gaslighting. Not gaslighting, but it's very like manipulative.
Charm.
Here's
yeah.
what I think. I think that we cannot judge this divorce any more than we judge other divorces, because 6 years is a long time. People do split up after 6 years. I don't think that I choose to believe that he's not an evil person, that it maybe just didn't work out, and that like I don't know.
I mean,
I have different opinions now that I'm a mother.
What?
I just have different opinions on Britney now that I'm a mother.
What's your opinion?
She has zero relationship with her sons.
I know.
So I just don't know how you do that.
Oh.
So
But they took her. I don't know how.
they chose to not be with her.
Right.
I think that's
Kevin Federline's
I mean,
kids?
listen, here's the thing. I don't want to jump on the stupid media bullshit.
Yeah.
But you better believe that if I do have a son. And if at any point in my life, in his life, there was an option of him not
being in contact
with
you.
me,
Yeah.
I'm going to do whatever it takes.
Yes, yeah.
I will do whatever it takes, whether it's him choosing that he doesn't want to be around me. Well, I'm going to fix whatever that is that makes him.
Right.
Like, I just can't understand it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Well, and I think that's where, and she's been open about this, and her people around her have been, like, that's where the mental illness comes into play. It's like, I think there's obviously much more going on. And for me, I gave Sam props a little bit of like, I can imagine it's very difficult to be with someone who is dealing with that and stay with them and try to keep them well.
Do they openly confirm her mental illness stuff, or is this all?
It was part of the conservative,
conservatorship?
the legal, like all that.
But did she confirm it? Like or were they like?
I feel like it was in the paper, like in the legal papers. Anyway, I'm just saying, like, it's terrible, and I love Britney, and I just want her to be okay. And
it's also just like the hardest situation, like hardest, but also just most bizarre situationship to be in. Like they seem like they never leave their house. Like
right.
if
like,
they do, it's like always
everyone
under
knows
wraps.
where they are.
Like,
yeah,
it's
and
just
weren't there like outbursts recently at restaurants?
Allegedly,
yeah.
Like I don't know. The whole thing is just bizarre. Like I can't. And we know nothing about it. Like it's so secretive. So it's just like
I think she's a mess, and he probably is too.
Yeah,
like I don't.
I think that's honestly check and check.
Yeah, like.
But what a hot bod. That's
Sam's?
Yeah.
Yeah?
I mean, have you seen him on Instagram?
no,
He's a fitness instructor.
not on my
He
algorithm.
does have a good body.
Okay. He has a great body. Okay, so this is a real human story. So I just want to say that this has to do with a movie, but I want to talk about the human story part of it. Just very clear there. That Michael from the Blindside book.
Oh my God, insane.
I don't know enough about this. I've just seen the headlines.
So allegedly, the family, Tootie or whatever her name was, the family that was like, I'm going to adopt you. This is a true story. This is someone's life. And then the book was written. They never adopted him. They had him under a conservationship, but he didn't get any of the money.
They were
whatever.
They were benefiting. They were financially benefiting
In a
from
big
his
way.
success, and never
his
gave him
story?
any money.
When
He
his
never
story-
got any money.
He never got any money from like that whole book to movie
So
to
they
everything.
exploited him.
Yes, and their story.
They're the like white knight saviors.
Yes.
Exploited him.
Yes.
And then never gave him any money.
And then he's still such a nice guy that he won't say anything bad. And he was like, I don't care if I wasn't adopted. It was the same.
It's nuts.
But he never saw a dollar.
No.
Oof.
Well, he saw money from his NFL career.
Well, yeah, no, but like the book,
From the
movie,
yeah.
yeah, you're supposed to buy people's life rights.
Ooh, I can't wait to sell my life rights. Okay. Raquel and Bethenny.
Wow.
The fact that Bethany Frankel got the first sit down with Raquel And listen, I'm a big fan of Bethenny. We've had her on the podcast. I love what she has done in her life, and I think her podcast is incredible. It was number one for a reason. But it's very Howie Mandel to sit down with someone when you've never watched a stitch of the show.
That's what I just said to Jack upstairs.
Really?
We were just talking about this.
It's pretty. The choice was made from Raquel of who to get interviewed by, because she wasn't getting asked the hard hitting questions. She wasn't getting asked to really have to answer to anything. The whole thing was spun in Bethany's way to kind of support her cause that she's trying to push of being exploited by reality TV
shows. Right.
It wasn't about Raquel. It was about Bethenny. Really.
But I also think that the juice has been squeezed. There's no one Raquel can sit down with and have a moment that we haven't already heard or know or whatever. She's been on a reunion. She's done the sit down with Andy. Mm-hmm. She's been on Instagram.
But this is the first interview she's done.
Non-Bravo interview.
But this is going to sound mean. I don't know any other way to say it, but I don't know if there's a whole lot more there. I don't know that there's any more layers to this.
Right.
Well, I think what was interesting is that I read reports that it was a very conflicting interview where she was saying, I'm in debt. I never made any more money. Bravo's profiting. And then someone else, another source came out being like, no, girl, you made $350,000. So what's true?
Well, and Bethenny also said this comment being like, you make less than you made less on the entire season than my interns do. Which Bethenny also might not have concept of how much money people are making. Right. So I don't know if it's one of those things.
No, I do remember being told by somebody from the cast how much they made, and it was nothing.
Really? Even cast has been there since season 1?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah. I mean, not nothing, but in the grand scheme of TV, not a lot.
Right. No. Reality stars are getting royally screwed.
Yeah.
Royally screwed, upside down, backwards. But there's a reason. So here's what's going to happen. Not that I am
sexy mature,
know everything, but I'll tell you what's going to happen as someone who is creating, executive producing television shows and trying to sell them to networks.
Yeah.
And has successfully done that 2 times.
2 times.
They just won't make any more reality shows.
Yeah.
Because the reason that
they're cheap
networks
to make.
buy and make so many reality shows is most of them exist on cable where, getting a couple 100,000 people viewing it is enough to offset that they can make each episode for maybe $300,000 an episode. Do you know why they can do that? Because they're paying everyone $2,000 an episode to be the character on the reality show. And then you get famous on the reality show and you go launch Skinny Girl Margarita or whatever you're going to do, which is why all of the reality stars have Caitlin Bristow has her wine. Everyone has to have something after because being a reality star is not enough money.
Well, I'll counter that by saying in any other industry like sales or there's bonuses for great performance. Right. So if you're on a show on Bravo that's crushing out of the park, Housewives, I don't know what their numbers are, but clearly they're doing well.
Yeah.
Then the cast should reap the benefits just like the producers of the success of that show.
Yeah.
And there should be a structure, a bonus structure for when you hit certain numbers or whatever it is. There's a way to do it to where if you're creating content for somebody as a reality star that is making them millions of dollars in advertising, you should absolutely be getting a piece of that pie. But if your show has a teeny tiny little audience, the budget is this big, and everybody from it is making decent money, nothing amazing, then there shouldn't be some minimum you should be required to pay a reality star. It should be a sliding scale.
Right. And the thing is that I feel like that's what's happening now, just in but the problem is that when you're a baby actress or whatever, you get in and you get your first job and then you get an agent or a manager and they know better, right? So they know, okay, this is Becca's first job. We can accept this shitty deal because on her next one, we'll get more. Then you get offered a movie and they're like, okay, this is her fee. Mm-hmm. This is what she's worth. And your stock goes up as you become more popular and you're worth more. Mm-hmm. The thing with reality stars is that they have no one like that. So they get cast because their friend of a friend thinks you'd be great on Housewives.
Yeah.
The producer wants to call you, blah, 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 blah. Or you want to go on The Bachelor or whatever. So you get nothing. And then you continue season after season, but you never have someone who's your advocate being like, hey, and the people who have made money. The people on Housewives or, you know, Mama June or whatever it is, they all have reps now that are like, hey, if you want me on New York Housewives, this is what I get paid per episode. Do you know what I mean?
But they all get people after their first season. They all get lawyers for sure. Managers, lawyers. I know a manager who does all reality people, and they just. It's like, I mean, it's just. There's less leverage. There used to be less leverage in reality TV because the majority of TV wasn't reality. Mm-hmm. Now it's been flipped on its head, so there is more leverage. So it's like you look at somebody like Spencer Pratt, and he made amazing TV. Like he's an amazing personality on TV.
Yeah.
So he should be getting like whatever, you know, like he shouldn't have to start from zero every time he goes on TV.
Well, the problem is with this situation is they were talking about, obviously, the scandal that happened, Vanderpump Rules was going to be canceled.
Yeah.
So without scandal happening, it would have been done.
Yeah.
So this thing happened. They were talking about on Bethany's podcast that it was interesting. It's like, good behavior gets rewarded in a normal job, but bad behavior gets rewarded on reality TV, right?
Yeah.
So this bad behavior was happening, created scandal, and like they got like 11 million viewers on the reunion or something,
insane.
which is insane and like unheard of, whatever. Yeah. And something that Rachel, now that we're calling her, was saying is, you know, obviously the network is benefiting, the show is now benefiting, Ariana's benefiting, which she should. Tom is now benefiting because he's staying on the show.
Right.
And allegedly, and this is what Raquel said, but like, who knows what's true or not, is allegedly you got like a producer credit on the next season, which is super fucked up. And then, well, she's like not on the show anymore and says allegedly that she's broke. So there's like that discrepancy of like,
But there's no way they didn't offer her to be on the show.
I don't know. They didn't mention it.
Someone just has to come out with proof that she was invited back.
Yeah.
Because because they're saying like that they couldn't have her back because no one would believe anything she said. Well, yeah, obviously that's reality
why we need
TV.
her back.
Yeah. Like that's the best. So
well, it's half of the storyline. It's like now what's it going to be?
watching?
It's going to be very boring.
Yeah.
I mean, but Sandoval's on it, so it will be good. Like in a sense where
I was like so
drama.
bored with him halfway through. Like it just did not sustain me. It was not juicy enough for me.
Oh, I loved it.
Speaking of juicy, I want to give our big claps to our friend Keke Palmer. So she was at the Usher concert. You know, she's a new mom. She was wearing a sick dress. It was very jacvanek. A black high-cut bodysuit with like a see-through overlay with long arms. It was like kind of like a corset top, but you saw like the panty and then it was all nude. She wore this to the Usher concert. And Usher does this thing at his show where he like goes to the audience and he sees Keke and they're like, she's dancing up on him like so much fun.
Cute.
And then the baby daddy tweets out something like, it's the dress for me. You a mom.
Of hers?
Like shaming her for the baby daddy of her new baby.
Oh.
Are they not together?
I don't know. Everyone says the baby daddy. I'm like, were they not? I think it was her boyfriend. So she tweets and she goes on Instagram and she's basically like, I don't accept this. No. She ends the relationship.
Oh my God.
Usher released a new video this week called Boyfriend. It starts with Keke in bed being like so sassy and there's like this scene and she looks at the camera and she goes, "'Cause I'm just a mother." Like an absolute like clap back, and then stars as Usher in the music video. She's got the glasses and she's doing all the dance moves, and then
that is amazing.
And then Usher, the song is like, your boyfriend's looking for me. Like it's the perfect marketing ploy.
I love it.
And Keke is so talented, and I think everyone knows she's like having this moment, but I think she's perpetually underrated.
I think so too. Yeah.
And she's just rad. It's very sexy, mature.
That's amazing. That's like what you always hope that you could do in a situation like that. Like it's really
Ultimate,
fulfilling
like,
all of our dreams.
Boom.
Fulfilling. Last question. I know you're probably not watching, but are you watching New York Housewives and what do you think?
I'm behind.
Okay.
I like it. I actually thought I was going to miss the cast because they really cleaned house and started over.
Why did they? Were they just over it?
It was just getting, even though majority of those people are amazing personalities for TV. It just was tired.
Yeah.
It was like the same stuff over again. It just needed a refresh. And New York City is like the greatest city.
Yeah.
So to have it not feel super fresh and fun and whatever. So I actually was pleasantly surprised.
Yep.
I really think they did a good job with the casting. It doesn't feel like the same show.
Yeah.
Which is nice. It's like
Did you watch Crappie Lake?
No, I haven't.
It's really good.
Is it good? Is it?
It's Luann and
Crappie
Sonja.
Sonia?
Sonia. They go to...
It's like The Simple Life.
Yeah, they go to like this place called Crappie Lake, and they have to stay at this bad hotel or motel.
amazing.
And then like there's this scene where Countess Luann, they take them like what's that big fish with the catfish? They go catfish like hunting. And so I guess with catfish hunting, you go and you stand in the water in your waders and you dig a hole and then you put your foot in the hole and the catfish are like in the muck and they come try to bite your ankles. And then when you get the bite, you dive down and you pull them out by the jaw. And they literally show Luann doing this. It's incredible.
Wow.
I need to watch the show.
It's really good. It's really good. Okay, well, thanks for joining us. That was Allegedly What's Happening. Bye.
We weren't here
For a long time, but we're here for a good time.
time.
We're here for a crappy time.